Hi there, this is Megatron Prime here with another Transformers toy review. This time we're going to have a look at some of the Transformers Generation figures. I think I've already reviewed Megatron before, but I thought it'd be, at this time I just had the one, so I thought it'd be worthwhile just running through and showing you all the figures together, these four. I like to display them as a set. I've also got the Cosmos ones come through and Swerve. Although I had to send Swerve back because he had, when he was in his car mode, one of his windows on one side wasn't painted, so I've sent that back to Kapow Toys, and they're going to send a new one out to me, which is really cool. So that was no problem at all, and they said they'd refund the postage and everything else like that, so that's nice and easy. But I just picked up Starscream the other day from best friend Paul. I had real trouble getting hold of him, so he managed to pick one up for me. It was kind of part of my Christmas present, so very grateful for that. I picked up Megatron here at Auto Assembly, I think, last year. And I managed to pick up Optimus and Bumblebee from Toys R Us. They're still available at Toys R Us, these two. And I think I've seen also these two at Kapow, although they've got, I think, the Japanese ones, which got a bit more detail on. So this one, I've particularly seen a few reviews of Bumblebee, and he's more of a gold colour, so a lot more detail on him. So these are about 10 quid each. I think he cost a little bit more, and I think he was, I don't know, 13, 14 pounds, something like that. I'll show you first of all. I got Starscream the other day. See, it comes with this little bio, which tells you all about Starscream and Waspinator and their relationship. It tells you about how Starscream Ghost came back and possessed Waspinator. That's a really good episode of Beast Wars. So you've got them here, a few pictures of them. He transforms into a gun, and obviously his Wasp in robot mode here. And then you've got their tech specs here for Starscream. Quite interesting, he's got a really low rank on here, which I found odd. And also, if you compare Starscream's strength to Waspinator's strength, they've actually got Waspinator down as stronger, which seems crazy as he's like a midget compared to him in this this particular toy anyway. As well as that, on the actual thing, you know, just Starscream Waspinator 30th anniversary, and on the side there you get a nice little picture. It says a second series, and that's the third one of it. And then you get the same with Optimus Prime and Autobot Roller, and he's the first one. And I've got Bumblebee's one in here. I should have. Yeah, I think I've got Bumblebee's one here. So he's the second one. Unfortunately, Bumblebee comes with Blazemaster. That's his kind of target master. The two Autobot ones, because I picked them up from Toys R Us and the UK shop. Sorry about that. It's come out of focus. They didn't come with all the tech spec and stuff that the other ones did, so I guess they're European ones here. There's just Megatron with Chopshop here, and Chopshop's Insecticon. So here we go there. Sorry, I think I lost you quickly there. So you got a little bio there for these two, and then you've got tech spec here. So as you would expect, Megatron's got a strength of 10, intelligence 10, rank 10, fire blast 10. The only thing he's low on is speed. And then you've got Chopshop here. It's got skill of 10. And the articulation on all of them is pretty much the same. Let's focus that in a second. Each have got their kind of strengths and weaknesses. What I'll do is I'll just go through each of them individually. I'll start with the most recent one that I've got, which is Starscream. So I'll move these guys out of the way. here he is. You see he's got some great detail on him. Let's try and get that into focus. The head sculpting is really good, and you've got some nice bright colours on him. There's a nice bright red and blue on him, and he's got these blasters here which you can take off here. You can't actually hold him in his arms, unfortunately his fists are too large, but you can obviously get Waspinator, put him in here. His articulation, this is on a ball joint here, so is this. His head, no, you can't move that around at all, but you can move his guns separately. This leg's on a ball joint, but it does go all the way up, but then you can't move it all the way back because it's stopped there. It's got a hinge, his knee here, and then you've got some articulation on his feet here as well. I don't think the head can move at all. No, it can't. So then you've got Waspinator that comes with him. So this is his Wasp mode. So nice bright green colours and silver wings on him. And you can transform him into a robot. To do that, all you do is basically turn him around, pull this bit down here. These are his hands, which you pull up like that. And then you push this bit out of the way here. And you've got yourself a little Waspinator. Here you go. So that's him. And obviously transform back to a Wasp. Just bring that up. This bit's a little bit fiddly, and you'll see that in a minute for when he's in his gun mode. So that's his Wasp mode back again, and then to put him into his gun mode, all you seem to do is pull his pull his head down, push this bit forward. I then push his head back. I don't know if that's the official way to do it. So he's got a blaster, and then you pull this down for his handle. This bit does seem to want to pop out all the time, I find, and just comes off his hinge. He's got a really long handle for his gun, but it goes in okay. It just means you've got a lot of clearance then when he's holding it, and it doesn't go down any further because it gets a little bit wider here, so it'll only go down actually that far. So you can hold it pretty well, and let's see if you can. Yeah, he stands up all okay with it. And then if you want to transform him, take this out. It's pretty easy to transform actually. From memory, what you do is pull this bit down at the back. You get hold of this bit here and unfold that. It's got some landing gear there. You can't move the head or anything. And then this back bit here folds down. And that's where his legs will tuck in together. You tuck these bits in as well, and then that all just kind of plugs into each other like that. And then these bits kind of fold out like this, and then they plug in. You've got a little bit there, which plugs in there, like so, and you see it just clicks in. Oh, and they're on ball joints, so don't worry. And you don't actually have to take the, I was going to say, you don't need to take the guns off for the transformation. They can just twirl them around if you want to. But alternatively, you can just pop them out, pop that back in again. So there you go. I'll just check that's right. Yeah. And plug them in underneath. So that's his, there he is in plane mode. And then what you can do is you can plop that out on top of him like that, so you can have an extra gun on the top if you want, like that, or you can actually have him in Wasp mode, kind of like that as well if you want to as well. I've done another way of transforming as well, where you have him in robot mode and then you actually have Waspinator plugged in the back, and you kind of have him sort of standing over his shoulders a little bit. So I've done that as well. So that's Starscream. I think this one's my favourites so far. It might be just because it's the new one that I've got, perhaps, I'm not sure. So that's him, and we've got Megatron over here. He's pretty cool. Really good head sculpt on him. I like this guy and all the detail that you've got across here. He's got his blaster here as well. I'm trying to remember how to transform him. Yeah, you pull him like this, and then I think what you do is you let's get his. Yeah, you open these bits up. It's probably not the official way to do it. You fold these leg bits in on each other like so. And then lift his arms out of the way, and that should all plug in towards each other like that. And then, come on. And then what you want to do is take this, and this is they're gonna fold in towards each other like that. Oh, I've actually got this facing the wrong way. Like that. So you plug the arms in together. Oh yeah, no, sorry, you fold this gun turret down, and then what happens is the other part of his hand then plugs into the other bit of the gun, like that. So you've then got him in his tank mode. Now Chopshop, he's pretty cool. You can do a couple of things with him. You can pop him on the top like that. Megatron can hold him as a weapon. So I think how he's pictured is it's just literally just like that. So he's holding him in his hand, but you can do him. So he's got this kind of chop shop kind of thing. And then robot mode, you literally put that in and stand him up like that. That's his robot mode. The other thing you can do as well is you can, I think you pop him, is it like that? Can't remember how you do it. Yeah, it might be something like that. Let's have a look. You do something like this where you, and then, yes, I know. Twirl this bit around, I think. I thought perhaps you twirl this piece across. There's a bit where you actually plug it on the front here. That, as far as I can see it, you would plug it in here, but then I've got all of these bits showing on the front here, so that can't be right. Let me have a quick look at his instructions. That's the wrong one. Oh yeah, got it here. So I'll quickly be able to see, because it doesn't actually show it on the front of the instructions. Oh, it does show it like that. Okay. So they show it like that, with his hands forward, like that. So okay, so it just, but he has got his head showing there. Okay, so that's like that, like that. So we've got those two in the background there. We've got Optimus Prime. Now we've got a few issues with him. He's got this bit here, which you probably want open like that, so it shows the Autobot symbol. But then he's got this head that kind of flops down, doesn't stay in place. So if you're playing with it, you know, kids playing with it, that could be annoying. I can see that you constantly have to pop his head up, and then if you're playing with him really, if you're playing with his arms like that, it's constantly kind of opening up like this. It's got a decent gun that comes with him. This is roller as well here, and you can pop his gun on roller if you want. So it goes along like that. You can transform into robot mode. Oh, that is him transformed into robot mode. That's literally just turn him up the other way. You can put the little gun in his hand if you want, so you just turn the handle over, so he's holding this huge gun. and then to transform him into gun mode, I think I just did it there where you kind of push everything forward. So it's like a rifle here, and then you can pop on this gun on here, like that. So it's got like a mega gun. It's got this big old gun like that. So that's him, and then to transform him, from memory I think you just pop his head down in there if that's right, or perhaps you pop his head around the other way, I'm not sure. Let's have a look, come on. Perhaps that would go better in that way. No, it is the other way, my bad. Yeah, down, close that bit in, then you want to swivel this waste piece around, plug that in round to the front, so you've got the front of the cab. Bring this back round without popping open that. These arms bit plug into here, like so. Again on the other side, like that. And then you want to bring his legs up, peg them together like that. And like so, and that cab bit should plug together. There you go. What I hadn't done is folded this bit back, which was stopping everything from plugging in properly. So there he is in kind of truck mode. It's pretty decent. You can tell these are legs at the back here. And then what you can do is you can pop his gun on the top if you want to, or you can just have that gun on the top, or alternatively you can just have Roller by his side like that. Or I guess if you've been really daft, you could have Roller standing up at the front now with his gun like that. So you could do that if you want. So that's that one. Last but not least, Bumblebee with Blazemaster. So start seeing in Blazemaster in helicopter mode here. So this bit does spin around, which is quite cool. Transform into robot mode. Oh yeah, you just pull this back like that, and that's his robot head. These are his arms, and then you just fold that back so he's standing up. And then this kind of two bits to him as he transforms again. So you pull this off, so he has that as one weapon, and yeah, and then it's similar, I think, to yeah. So you pull this bit out, push everything forward like that, and you've got his blaster like that. So you can hold that in one hand like that, and then you can have this other piece in his hand like that, I think. Yeah, how can it go on the side? I can't remember. I'm sure it goes on the side. Ah, yeah. Yeah, so you can plug it in. Plug it in here like that, onto his wheel. Like that. I thought it did. So there you go, so you've got that. And then to transform him, in robot mode, he's pretty decent. Good head sculpt on him, nice articulation. A few people said about the yellow that they thought was a bit cheap looking, but I quite like it. I think it's pretty cool. Thing I have had with him is a couple of times is these ball joints have popped off quite a few times, and they're tricky to get back in. Transform him, let's have a look from memory. I think you, oh yeah, so you get his arms, and you've got this kind of way that it kind of doubles open up, so you open this in, put his hand in, then fold that bit over. Same on this side, get this bit in, fold his arm in, get that back in like that, and then you want to fold this bit in like that, get his bits at the back here, which will kind of click into place like that. Same on this side. Oh, probably actually, see that? That's popped out already. And because of this, there's a bit of distance between. Let's get this back to how it was. There's a bit of distance between here and here, which makes it difficult to pop it back in the joint. There we go. What I might do is just do his feet first, fold these in, put this together like that, and then what you kind of do is you kind of fold it in on itself like that, so the legs fold in underneath there. And then once you've got this in place, it makes it easier then to move these bits in and click them in here. So it just clicked in the side there. Same again here. And then they just click into there. Push it all in so it's all intact. And there you go. You've got him in robot mode and car mode, and you can pop that on the top there, and you can even pop that back on top as well if you want to. So there you go, you've got them all there. Yeah, really good set if you can pick them up. Two favourites I think are these two. They're not in scale brilliantly. You can see that Bumblebee is quite a bit bigger than Optimus in that mode, and Starscream is a little bit bigger than Megatron, you'd say. In fact, I think Optimus is probably the smallest one out of the lot. But they do work really well in scale with Metroplex. So you've got him. If you want to display him in base mode and have those guys alongside him, they work really well. Like I said, I've got the Cosmos and Swerve ones, which again seem to be a different scale again. So I may well display them just with my generation figures and do them like that, I think. And then just have these guys as a kind of standalone set of toys. But that's it. I just wanted to show you guys these and see what you thought. That's it. Really, to be honest with you, please, put some comments on. Let me know if this is the type of review that you want to see. A bit out of practice because I haven't done a review in a little while, so just want to get one out of the way. I've got Perfect Effect Warden that I'm going to be reviewing soon as well. I've got a few Beast Wars bits as well. Okay, that's it for now. See you guys soon. Bye.